All right, Chris.
I'm gonna go with just off the top, Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
One, two, and three were pretty good. Anything after that, it gets kind of watered down. It's kind of recycled, the same thing. But just going off Paranormal Activity, these are things that you either whether you believe in ghosts or not, I mean, there's something there. There's an energy you can feel when you go into an old house or a house that's been around in an old part of town that has a lot of history in it. Especially for me growing up in an old city like Chicago, in an old house that was over 100 years old, I felt different type of energies. And this movie played on those, on those tropes and things like that. And just seeing cabinets open, and it's all filmed off like their security system in the house, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy starts putting up more cameras when he feels like there's something there, and then it's just like lapse time of them sleeping in the bedroom, and then you see like things in the dark hallway or the doors opening and the covers are moving, and then you hear shit in the other end. It's really fucking playing with your mind, you know what I'm saying? It's a fun movie. And definitely the first one and two, and then the third one are pretty good, and then check it out because it's a good one.
I'll be honest with you, I like the first one. And then the second one was cool because it ties. I know it's all.
They all kind of tie in.
It's all tied together, but the first one really ties in with the second one.
Yeah.
Because it made sense because the events were there. But I also like the Mexican version.
The Mexican one?
Yeah, exactly. Because that really gave it some history.
They were all pretty decent.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the first 2 and 3 really.
How many were there?
I'm going to say there was 5 at least.
There was one that
I think the Mexican one was the 5th one, or was it the 4th one?
It was the last one.
Okay.
And so I think the one before that, I wasn't really into that one. And I say because I'm like, by that time it had already been done. I enjoyed the first few movies of it.
Yeah, like I said, it was 1, 2, and 3 were good. The 4th one,
Yeah.
And then you had the 5th one, which was the Spanish one.
Yeah. And that one.
And then they had one after that called the Ghost Dimensions, which I don't think I even seen that one.
I saw that one. That one was the final one. That one was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I mean, for a 5-movie series, it's pretty strong in the horror, in my opinion. So check it out if you haven't seen it.
No, definitely.
The next movie came out in 1992. We're talking the original. I mean, it's a star-studded cast. We got Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves, Anthony Hopkins.
Matrix.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1992. What? Have we seen this? Any of y'all? Oh my God. When we talk about Dracula movies, this is it. I mean, Bram Stoker's is the original Dracula story, and we're talking about where Count Dracula comes from. In this story, he's Vlad the Impaler from way back in I don't even know what year it was, but he's over here protecting the churches and blah blah blah. And
I believe it was in the early 16th century Chicago, Chris.
1992, 15th century.
15th century.
Yeah.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
It's very old.
It's directed by Francis Ford Coppola. You want to talk about set pieces, you want to talk about costume design, artistry in a horror movie, this is it. You got great Gary Oldman plays Dracula, and not only is he playing an old Dracula, I mean, they got him in different suits because they show how Dracula can transform to be young, to be old, to go back to when he was young and a knight in the churches, whatever, protecting the churches, and the costume of his armor looks medieval as hell, and then they got him looking like a wolf, looking like a bat. I mean, the things this guy had to go through, probably 13 hours every day in makeup and shit. And then you got Keanu Reeves. Then you got Anthony Hopkins, who plays Van Helsing. Dr. Van Helsing in it. And it's just a great movie. If you want to go in and just enjoy a great movie, it's weird when he goes to the castle and and all this other shit. And
It doesn't make fun of itself, right? Like there's no real comedy or anything like that. We're talking about like straight up
no,
classic.
it's
kind
a
of
it's a
horror.
classic horror movie. Now looking back, if you watch it in today's age, you might laugh at some of the things that are going on in
But,
it.
I mean, but for itself,
For itself as a movie, it's a legitimate movie. It's not trying to be a comedy or anything. It's trying to tell the story of Dracula and his abilities and what he can do and stuff like that.
What's it called?
It's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay.
And there's an actual, I mean, that's the actual novel too
Who's
of the
Bram
original.
Stoker, K-Rod?
And then
He's the writer of Dracula. He's the
okay.
author
He's
of
the
the original Dracula.
Just to save his family.
And what the one that I'm referencing has also been spoofed in The Simpsons, where you see Mr. Burns and stuff like
really?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Get fired.
playing with the shadows. The shadows like playing yo-yo. They have that in the movie where his shadow's doing something completely different.
Oh shit.
And then like, or they'll show like Dracula's hand tapping on Keanu Reeves while he's shaving. The Dracula's hand, he taps his shoulder, he turns around, he's like 20 feet away from him and shit like that. They do shit like that. So it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
I might check that one out.
Yeah. I think it holds up as one of the better zombie movies. It's very action-packed, star-studded cast. A lot of people don't think about this as a horror movie, but Planet Terror from Robert Rodriguez. As part of the Grindhouse series with
I
Death
haven't
Proof.
seen it, but I heard of it.
You haven't seen that? Oh my
It's
goodness.
like a zombie-ish kind of movie.
Dude,
right?
you got to see it. You got to see it. It's action horror. And it's got a star-studded cast. I mean, we got Bruce Willis, Josh Brolin. It's called Planet Terror.
What the fuck? No.
It's actually really
It's part of the Grindhouse series with Death Proof was the first movie, and then you had Planet Terror, or vice versa. One was first, one was the other one.
This is before my time.
2007.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
2007. Dude, if you guys haven't seen this, have you seen Planet Terror? You guys got to watch this.
I've heard really good things.
I mean,
about it,
as far as a zombie movie goes, I mean, it's up there. It hangs with Day of the Dead. It hangs with the other zombie movies you guys probably got in the back of your minds. But
I'm gonna watch
it's action. It's an action-packed movie with zombies, and it's Robert Rodriguez style with with Quentin Tarantino. It's not with him, but it's part of his series, so he consulted. They both consulted
I
each
just don't like
other.
it when Robert Rodriguez plays with Quentin Tarantino.
They play together. It's a great movie. They zoom in on certain things where it's like it makes your skin crawl a little bit because they're like, just something simple as like an injection from a syringe. Mm-hmm. Like they make it skin crawling and creepy and stuff like that. Okay. And then it turns into a full blown zombie movie and it's fucking awesome.
Planet Terror.
It's really good.
Planet Terror?
Planet Terror.
That does sound familiar.
It is. I mean, it was actually...
My brother's probably seen it.
It did very well.
What's her name? Rose McGowan?
Yeah, I was going to say that's the one with Rose McGowan.
Marley Shelton.
I'm going to tell my brother, because he's the one that got me into all these movies, so he's probably seen this shit.
Yeah.
Fergie's in it.
Wait, what? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it no more.
Josh Brolin, Bruce Willis. Josh Brolin plays a crazy doctor in it. Yeah, so go check it out.
Nice.
Marty, I would be remiss not to mention this. This is one of my favorite childhood movies. A lot of them are stupid. A lot of them are fun. They made so many of them, just like some of the other famous genres in the horror genre. And I'm just gonna sing the song for you.
What?
Okay. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab a crucifix. 7, 8, you better stay away.
You should have done that shit in the beginning.
9, 10, he's back again. Yeah. So anyway, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
We all know
which one.
I just said the whole genre,
okay.
And I mean, it is what it is. The first one obviously is the best. Wes Craven.
Of course. Yeah.
I think Wes Craven's only done 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
He did the first one. I think he came back for the third one.
Yeah, he didn't do the second one.
Yeah, he didn't do the second one. He came back for the third one, and then he came back for Wes Craven's New Nightmare or whatever when they were like filming a Freddy Krueger, and then it turns into a movie itself.
Yeah.
Which I heard that one is probably one or two of the best ones besides for the very first one. Because the first one, Freddy Krueger, is an actual. They're not making a joke of him yet. He's not like this character yet.
He's pretty damn serious and
He's
scary.
still serious and scary,
Yes.
and he's legit, you know. But then as the series goes on, they kind of make him a joke and
So
whatever.
When he kills people, he does it in a comical way for himself.
for himself.
Yeah.
And then
I just like this voice.
there's just throughout the whole series, if you watch all the movies and stuff like that, there's just awesome kills. You know, people are getting killed in unique, creative ways. There's weird things, you know, where they flash back to his childhood home or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's weird things on the table moving around and things like that. Or they get, you know, there's real cool and unique kills is what I'm trying to say, aside from just Freddy Krueger being Freddy Krueger. So anyway, Freddy Krueger series, I just grew up with it and I loved it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's just like his voice when he's like, "Your worst nightmare."
And I mean, you know, the guy, he's got a glove with the blades on. I mean, that's classic. So
Who doesn't want one of those?
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
I've looked on Amazon. They don't have any, and at least I wanted someone with real blades.
Yeah.
And
Not that I want to use it.
and they
Edward-
always sell it in
Cool.
Halloween.
You know, Edward Scissorhands. You got whatever.
Vega.
Wave
Street Fighter.
Wolverine. I was gonna say Wava. Wolverine. Yeah, Vega from Street Fighter.
But Freddy Krueger, that's fucking bad. Yeah,
Krueger.
you can go wrong with that in Halloween. It's always
No.
fucking there.
You just need the red and black stripe.
I wouldn't mind that sweater just to have it.
And then the burnt
serious,
face and stuff. So yeah, that's
That was a good one.
Yeah, good choice. Good choices, guys.